Excellent. Good afternoon. My name is... No. Thank you very much for inviting me to share some thoughts I have put together in the very last 20-25 years. And actually, I'm quite moved because the title of this conference, Paris.com, means a lot for me due to the fact between 1997 and 2001, I used to be called by the market authorities in Europe the little Mozart of the dot-com IPOs. At that time, I was yet a very strange person for my partners because they didn't understand what dot-com meant. And honestly, it was the same for me. Except I have a feeling that something was going on and could change a lot of things. And obviously, I was right, they were wrong. So 22, 24 years down the road, being with you today, considering the Web3 adventure is truly an opportunity. Being part of the, let's say, traditional finance world, if you ask to my partners, colleagues, business relatives, will we face a chaos? Of course, the answer will be no way. Stupid question. Everything is under control. We have a robust economy. The cornerstone on which we have been established is strong enough. Don't worry. Sleep well. The future is safe. The reason why I do not share at all their vision, it's because the cornerstone of the existing economy, and accordingly the political issues, social issues related to the economy, are on a false assumptions, which is this one. Everything is related in our lives to the economic growth. And because I am a curious person, I have done some research when I was the little Mozart of the dot-com. And I said, but what is going on truly? If we are looking under the surface of the event. And I have discovered this funny sketch that I have taken and transformed from the New Yorker. Okay. So I've put the label on the top skier of the gross national product. Because, surprisingly, nobody wants to see that the economical growth is getting down. Not since the COVID or the last subprime event. No. Everything started in the 70s. So now it's more than half century that we keep saying, oh, don't worry, and this is what our Ministry of Finance is saying, don't worry about the debt, because the economical growth will reimburse it. Fuck, guy. Fuck. It's absolutely untrue, because for the last 40, 45, 50 years in certain geographical area, this is the debt which is only and exclusively generating economical growth. That's a fact. The German people would say, das ist. No discussion about that. Of course, we can argue about the modalities, the magnitude of the phenomenon, and so on. But that is a fact. So, according to this, I dare saying to my community, guys, we will face something bad, really bad. Okay. On the top of that, it's not only economy, it's everything related to the economy. So the democracy, the social contract, the common life, the freedom, everything is in jeopardy because the ground on which we are building the future is fake. Okay? And more important, my grandfather is in a very puzzling situation. Because for the people in this room who has some basic knowledge about economics and economic growth, the engine, the true power of the economical growth is the growth of the productivity gains. And again, for my community, there is risk. There is no decline in this growth. It's fake. It's fake. You have a lot of stats published by the World Bank, by the OECD, by the IMF. You have plenty of figures you can look for on your own, and they will show you that the growth of productivity gain is falling down. Okay. Once you have that, it means that the value creation, what an ambiguous word, because due to the fact we are unable to open our eyes and to look at the real world, we are playing with words, wealth, value, and our minds are mixed up, are puzzled, because from time to time we are using one word instead of the others. But for me, being an investment banker, I know exactly the difference. Either you have the wealth, the prosperity generated by the historical shape of the economic growth. And this was real. For workers in the 18th, in the 19th, and in the beginning of the 20s, he had something real. Today, and for the last 30, 35 years, I have been what we call a financial engineer, creating value, and you know why. No, not why, but how? With a debt. If you look at all the financial math, you have always a leverage, and the leverage means debt. Okay? So, on a macroeconomical approach, we are depending on the debt, and on the microeconomical level, it's the same thing. So, the neoliberalism, which is, again, it's something strange, because a lot of the people are considering that there is no difference between the historical liberalism and the current neoliberalism. There is a huge difference. The liberalism of the light of the end of the 18th century was a philosophy, was, how can I say that? It was a move from the people and their leaders to change the world. And it has been done. The neo, it's not any longer a philosophical trend. It's a management philosophy. We are only dealing with management. So when we are dealing with management, of course, people in my neighborhood need to deliver. And due to the fact they were unable to rescue the economical growth, thanks to Mr. Clinton, Mr. Draghi, Mr. Benmark, all the leaders after Margaret Thatcher's down to Emmanuel Macron, they have done this. They have authorized a glut of cash, okay? And once you have something like that, with a consistent public deficit plus quantitative easing, of course, you are generating a fake wealth, a book value, okay? So, we are on a volcano because a lot of my clients, they are saying, my company was worth 10 million euros last year, and today you are saying that it's only 7 or 8. So I have lost 3 million or 30 million or 300 million. And I am spending most of my time to explain to them that this past wealth never exists. Never, ever. When you have a press announcement, Mr. Musk has lost 100 billion, it means nothing. It means only that the 100 billion value he had was on a very short period of time, okay? So I know it's quite difficult, because once you have in your books a value, everybody, including myself, we do consider that the value is real. It's only real if you have the possibility to get cash against the value, not if you are unable to get the cash. Okay. So, due to this, we have this famous trickle-down theory, la théorie du ruissellement. It's beautiful. For your own information, I have been for 6 years in a row one of the partners of the small mid-cap in Rothschild Bank, and I had this sketch behind my desk. My colleagues were not that happy, not at all. Why? Because I said, yes, in theory, and when I was a heavy drinker, I was playing with this. It's funny, because if you are playing right, yes, you can pour a bottle of champagne or wine, and all the glasses will get full. Okay, but in the real life, no. This is what is going on. The wealth is stuck up here, and it's inflating because it's a bubble. So what happened when we are facing this? There is no other way, and the history is saying this. It has been the same with the Middle East speculator, with the Spanish speculator in the 17th century. it's going on and on and on, and every time the word is, oh, no, 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 don't worry. Today it is different. My God. No, it will be exactly the same. And when you have these billions of fake value, one day or the other, you will, unfortunately, you will just be the watcher of this fire with a decline in the fake value. Except when the goodwill, the excess value disappear, the debt remain. And that's the question nobody wants to see, because they are scared. They are scared to death to say to their voters, okay, guys, we've done something wrong, okay? So, once we have this, unfortunately, and this is why I've used the word chaos. Of course, when I say yes, I fear that we may face a chaos. I am as afraid as you. I'm not a stupid guy. Because I have been the witness of riots in Mexico and in the States. And when you have the equivalent of the Guardia Civil in Puebla, with gun loaded with true ammunition, then you realize that the violence that we went through, of course, it's really bad in France. But this is nothing with the true violence. So in order to avoid or to anticipate or to manage, what could we do? And you have, in this room, you have already considered a new world. And this new world will not be an alternative, because unfortunately there is no global alternative. But this could be a tool to adapt on the margin how to organize the society, how to play with the people. And yes, I am convinced that we can get back to this. Okay. How? First, thanks to the chairman of my fan club, yes, we have to think differently. And I think that in this room, most of you are ready to think differently. The second is to be ready. Why? Because unfortunately, I don't know when this will happen. Will it be tomorrow? Will it be in 6 months? Will it be in 5 years? God knows. I hope God knows. But nothing is written. Nothing has been engraved in a stone. Be ready. And the tool for me is this one. So, looking for what could be the best picture to summarize my vision, I like this one because you shake hands between the digital world and the human people with blood and flesh. Okay, so I do believe, but I am among myself, among my professional position today. Maybe we are 2, 3 among the 100 of colleagues I have. A lot of them, they do consider that I am wasting my time in coming and explaining this to you, because in their eyes, you do not exist. So it's very, very strange because back to my dot-com experience, I am looking on both sides and I am saying, yes, something will happen, which is the blockchain generation. For how long? When the market will be ready? I don't know. So this is why previously I said, please be ready. Be ready because when you will have the signs that I have shown you rapidly, I do hope, and as long as I have a little power on my community, I will do everything I can to help you to organize the mutation, the transformation, okay? So, just to complete, keep in mind first that what you are contemplating will not be a global solution. Unfortunately or fortunately, it will have to compromise with the existing world. The existing world will not vanish like that. No. But you can feel a gap. And this is one of the messages I am sending this afternoon. The second, and which is the very last one, is the trust. The golden key is the trust. Why? Because the existing real world is managed by skeptical people. The power is shared by suspicious, skeptical people. And unfortunately, you will not get rid of them in total. So you will have to deal with them. And if you have to deal with them, the very first preliminary step is to give them the feeling that what you are contemplating is solid. Solid meaning they must trust what you are putting together. Okay? So I think I have done. Thanks very much.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I have been a little bit too long.
No, it's okay. It's perfect. Thank you very much.